NaNoWriMo, day 15. This is the beginning of week 3. So this morning I found out that for our producers class, which I will be starting in January, we are going to be putting together a production packet. And it's going to be either for a short film or for the first 10 pages of a feature. So I emailed my teacher and I said, can I do it for my entire Highway 17 script, because I'm going to need this production packet anyway when I try to get funding for the movie. It's probably going to be too big a task, but even just doing the first 10 pages will be great, and then I can add on to it from there. So I wrote about 1/8 of a page, and then I reread the first 10 pages, which still need a lot of work. So if you watched last week's recap, you know that I need to take away one character, maybe two, and then introduce another character. So the character I need to introduce is an archetype, a Silicon Valley archetype, called the Mountain Man. So basically, especially back in the day when Silicon Valley just started, the computer companies were made up of like Stanford graduates and the mountain folk. The people that lived in the Santa Cruz Mountains. So they come to work, do the technological stuff, and then go back to the mountains. And so the reason I need this character is because, they look like Grizzly Adams, the jeans and the plaid and all that. And basically when Ming and Bruce meet Mountain Charlie, they can't think of him as an anomaly. Like, he has to blend in with who they know, because he's actually from the past. Now, I'm not sure if I'm making him a ghost or if I'm having them jump through like mini time portals, but basically they don't realize they've gone back in the past until they get to the tunnel for the final battle where the explosion is about to happen, and then they realize what's been going on and why everything's so weird. And as for who I'm getting rid of, I originally had that 4 people were going from Silicon Valley over to Santa Cruz, and then 3 from Santa Cruz to Silicon Valley. And I just don't need 4 characters. So I'm going to knock it down to 3. We'll see, I might knock some of them down to 2. I don't know. But yeah, I can just combine the dialogue and the characters. So I'm probably going to get rid of Hannah, who is the Israeli product manager. She probably wouldn't have gone over with them anyway to celebrate, I'm thinking. She could still be there, but just not part of the group that is in the crash. So I still have Taj from India, and Abayo from Nigeria, and then Ming from China. I try to put people from different nationalities working together in a lot of the stuff I do, so that's why I'm kind of attached to it. But if it doesn't work for the story, it doesn't work for the story. So we'll see how things go. But yeah, I have a lot of cleaning up to do with the first 10 pages, but I still have to finish writing the script. So that's where it is today. I'll see you tomorrow. NaNoWriMo, day 16. So I heard back from my teacher, and she said that she would recommend just the first 10 pages for my production packet for our producers class, because tackling an entire script might be a bit too much. And I agree, because I've never done any of this stuff before, and I'll be learning a lot. So she also said, but the script should be locked. So that means no changes. Like, this is the script I am doing. Otherwise I'd have to redo everything. So I'm locked as far as the locations and the setups and what I'm doing. I'm not locked as far as the dialogue. But basically, the opening shot is at the Wrights Tunnel. Whoa, the ghost appears out of the tunnel. Second scene is at the computer lab where Ming is fixing a bug. Then it goes to exterior, the computer company. And then after that, it goes to the exterior beach, Santa Cruz, where Bruce is surfing. Go meets his friend Koa, giving ukulele lessons, and they go pick up his girlfriend Yesenia at UC Santa Cruz. Not too certain I have to have the UC Santa Cruz scene. I actually had a bit where she was like communing with a banana slug, which is their mascot, right before he picks her up. I really love that scene, but it's probably not necessary. Doesn't set up anything that's going to get paid off later. So I'll take a look at that, because that would obviously be an extra expense. Yeah, and then on page 11, that's when both cars are merging onto Highway 17 from each side. So I don't even get into the car trip within the first 10 pages, just the intent that they're going over the hill. Sorry, out of breath. Yeah, so that's where it is. I came up with a good idea about Ming and the computer program, because it was just kind of generic at first, but I thought, well, maybe it's some kind of music program, because then we set up the piano thing with her, which goes throughout. So yeah, so I'm excited. I thought a final battle thing where it is kind of a battle between her and Woe the ghost right before the explosion happens, and Bruce gets involved as well. So that would make it more exciting and more ominous, and then more horrific when the explosion happens. So yeah. Things are going well. I just haven't actually typed anything, but it's all good. NaNoWriMo, day 17. It is the anniversary of the explosion at the Wrights Tunnel. I realized when I was researching this morning, it was November 17th, and I was trying to figure out, I decided I wanted to use a ticking clock device, if possible, if they knew, if it had been documented when the explosion actually happened. So I did the research, and yes, and it was 1 minute to midnight when it happened. And in my mind, when I was thinking about all these scenes, I was seeing it in the daylight. So I have to switch it to nighttime, which just reinforces the fact that this is going to have to be done on a sound stage with a set for the tunnel and the campground and the areas, which is fine. But you know, it's kind of funny, because in my mind I was like, oh, this happens during the day. No, of course they're going to make people work overnight, you know? They were horrible to the workers. So anyway, yeah. So I just wanted to talk quickly about a movie I saw last night called Melancholia. It stars Kirsten Dunst and was directed by Lars von Trier. I've seen 3 other Lars von Trier films before Melancholia, and none of them would I ever want to watch ever again. He's really kind of depressing as a filmmaker, and this movie is also depressing. However, it's like a masterpiece. I loved it, and I would definitely watch it again. Yeah. I was so surprised, but I'd heard a lot about it. It's been on my list forever, like over a year, in my Hulu queue. And so I finally thought, I'm going to watch this. So I did, and I'm happy. Then to fall asleep, I put on Cats. And yeah, Cats. So the problem with Cats, so far, because I only got through about like 15 or 20 minutes before I fell asleep, it opens and it's doing all these kind of like faux handheld shots that the camera's kind of always moving like this for the first 2 songs, and it's really weird. I mean, usually when you do that kind of thing, it's to show anxiety or just something with going wrong with the character, but I don't think they should have used it for 2 songs worth. And then it moved into the Rebel Wilson number, and they didn't do it so much there. And then I fell asleep. Another thing I'm not enjoying about the film so far is like the art direction. I don't know if they did it like the stage play, but I just think it's kind of ugly. the lighting and the sets and the way that they've been blocking the choreography and stuff. It's not fun to watch. Anyway, but yeah, I'll try to finish it tonight. I'll let you know if anything else bugs me about it. I'll see you tomorrow. NaNoWriMo, day 19. 19? What happened to 18? I didn't do anything. I didn't have any updates to give yesterday, so I just didn't shoot anything. But last night I wrote a third of a page. I'm doing so poorly on this. This morning I updated the playlist. So songs that came out around the time of the explosion or were popular at that time include I've Been Working on the Railroad, Little Buttercup, Aloha Oi, Blow the Man Down. So these are all songs I have on my playlist. And then I've got some classical pieces as well that I might want to incorporate, you know, instead of having a score composed, like just use actual classical music from that time. We'll see. So that's all I've done on Highway 17, because I just found out last night that the only time my lighting group has to shoot our final project is tomorrow morning. I still have not had luck finding the actors, and so we're probably going to have to do another piece that's not the scene from Highway 17, which kind of bums me out because I really wanted to do it. But I thought of a new idea this morning in the shower. I get great ideas in the shower and on my morning walks. That's just when I'm in the zone. So anyway, we'll probably end up using that one. And yeah, so I probably won't be working on Highway 17 at all tonight because I have to do some storyboards, and then we shoot tomorrow morning. And again, I'll try to put some clips on from the shoot at the end of this video. So that's it for the 19th. See you on the 20th. NaNoWriMo day 20, and we just got finished shooting our final lighting project. And I am here again with Enoch and Olivia. Where? Oh, I'm here. There you are.
Hi. Just eating my banana right now.
So the assignment was we had to show people walking in and out of pools of light. And we did that. And we don't know whether this is a comedy or a horror yet. We'll find out in the edit. Do you dare me to walk over this bridge? All right, so we are just wrapping up the shoot and just grabbing some cutaways. And then I have to go back to work for a couple of hours. And then maybe I'll work on Highway 17 tonight. NaNoWriMo day 21. I'm house sitting right now. I brought my script and my notes, and it's almost 7:30. I'm really tired. I don't think I'm going to be able to work on anything tonight. I'll try to get up early tomorrow and work on Highway 17, but we'll see. So that will be in next week's video. Thank you for watching this week's video. And I've got a week and a half left. You know, with the Thanksgiving holiday, it is possible that I can finish the script. So we'll see how it goes. I've already signed up for next quarter's producers class, where I will be putting a pre-production packet together for the first 10 pages of this script. So I really need to get it done. So wish me luck. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.